Hey guys, Dodo here. I'm in beautiful Sarande, Albania. Out here on my nice balcony, just chilling. It's pretty nice, huh? And I'll tell you what, it's not a bad place to do a little online ESL teaching. So today I'm going to tell you a little about my journey, how I got here. Obviously, it's COVID. So I've been traveling full-time and teaching for 2 years, but obviously the last year haven't traveled much at all. Mostly I'm staying in one country for about 3 months or 6 months, depends on how long us Americans are allowed there, and then I'll move on to another place. And I'll do this as long as I can. But there's still opportunities out there to travel, and Albania, I would say, it's probably my favorite one. This is my second time here, so in this video I just want to share with you some tips, tricks, kind of what it's like, what to expect if you want to do some online teaching here in Albania. So first of all, when you arrive, it could be by bus or airport. For me, I flew into Tirana, and from there it's about a $20 taxi ride to the city center. There are buses, but they are on a limited schedule, limited time frame, so it wasn't an option for me as I arrived well after midnight. But still, 20 bucks, it's not bad. Then I took my taxi into the town the next morning. It was very easy to find a cell phone store. There's several providers here, but I would definitely recommend Vodafone. I've used Vodafone in many different countries. It's super easy to use. The shops are pretty much everywhere. So find a shop. I think I signed up for a plan that has about 12 gigabytes of internet for about $25. Of course, that comes with some texting and calls, which I never use, but 12 gigabytes for 1 month, $25, not a bad deal. Obviously, there's many other options, but for me, I always try to get the biggest data plan I can, just in case, obviously, there are emergencies, and you will definitely need that here in Albania. For some reason, there are often power outages. When I say often, I mean several times a week. Luckily, they usually only last a few seconds, a few minutes, but they can last several hours. So it's going to be crucial for you before you start teaching to make sure you have enough, data on your phone to hotspot to your iPad or whatever device you may be using to teach. So be prepared for those power outages. Have an external battery pack. Have a USB lamp. I can show you the one that I use. It's pretty great, very cheap. And just be prepared for when those power outages happen, because, well, they're gonna happen. So other than that, I was in Tirana. How did I get here to Sarande? Well, what was that? There is 2 main bus stations in Tirana. Obviously, they're not really bus stations. They're kind of just places where buses leave from. But pretty easy, because one bus stop, the buses go north. The other bus stop, the buses go south. So when you're trying to find your bus, all you need to do is hail a taxi, tell them you're going to so-and-so. I'm going to Sarande, so take me to the south bus station. They will know. They'll take you to the right bus station to get to your destination. Now, finding the times for the bus, that's another story. I will send a link here that worked for me to find out when the buses leave from Tirana to different cities in Albania, but it's always changing, so best to just ask the hotel where you're staying, and they can most likely find the latest list of times for you to get to your next destination. So, here in Sarande, it took about 5.5 or 6 hours bus ride. Bus was very cheap, I think $10 to $12. It's called a furgon, I believe that's how it's pronounced. So it's kind of an old little kind of mini bus, maybe 15, 20 passengers. And these are very common. There's not even many luxury, super nice buses to get you to point A to point B, but it's all right. It's an experience, you know. So during times of COVID, we just had to mask up. There's a one stop in between to get some lunch, have a bathroom break. Other than that, super simple. Go to the bus stop. There'll be a billion people saying, "Where are you going?" You just say, "I'm going to Saranda," and they walk you to the bus, and then you'll pay cash to the bus driver during your lunch break. So obviously this is a great place to teach. I will show you my teaching setup. I'll put the picture here. It's always interesting to see how traveling teachers set up their classroom. You know, for example, I'm using a pot, a box, a pillow, and a clothing rack. So I can have a standing desk and a sitting desk while I teach. But the negative part about staying here during the winter time is there's construction everywhere. So you can probably hear people banging. But when there's not construction, it's lovely. And obviously it's cheap. So that's another reason. Especially, well, at least by American standards, pretty cheap to live and to teach here. So for this apartment that's right on the sea, as you can see, I'm paying $350 for the month. I did use Airbnb. If you want to sign up for Airbnb, my link is down below. And always remember to hit that like button if this is a helpful video. So, to continue, you'll find apartments from about $350 on up. So the closer you are to the center of Saranda, you'll pay more, obviously, and the closer you are to the sea, you will also pay more. For me, I'm staying about 30 minutes walk from the center because I like to walk. It doesn't bother me, and the price is a lot less, and it's very quiet and comfortable. So I like it out here on the outskirts. For myself, I'm kind of a loner type, so I don't really interact with a whole lot of other people. That's fine for me, but there are places you can go to meet different expats. I'm sure there's teachers also, but as it is COVID, as it is winter on a beach destination, it's quite quiet. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share some tips about kind of what it's like to travel here in Albania, to teach specifically ESL here in Albania. I do work for PalFish, so if you have any questions about that platform, I'll be putting out some more videos. But if you'd like some more information, just send me a message, comment, let me know what you want to know. But Albania is seriously a super, super awesome place. I mean, it's right across the sea from Italy. So you have the best pizza you're going to find outside of Italy, and the best gelato, I'm going to say. And it's right next to Greece. Saranda is right on the southern tip of Albania in Greece. I can see it right over here. That is Corfu, the island, right there. Yeah. So, it's really great. It's affordable. For Americans, you can stay in Albania for 1 year with no special visa, nothing. Just fly here, you can stay for a year, and I think you have to leave for 90 days. You can come back and stay for another year. So, affordable, easy to get to, super friendly people, great pizza, cheap SIM cards, Wi-Fi is good. What else do you need? So, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope this is helpful. See see you.